Steph, come on, man. This guy is from a different planet.
He'll go down as the best shooter in league history.
He's the modern MJ.
Stephen Curry has captivated NBA audiences with his unbelievable shooting range and skills. But the baby-faced assassin also holds many secrets and untold stories off the court. From a bet with his mom costing him thousands to an underground rap career in college, here are 8 things you didn't know about the mystical marksman, Steph Curry. Let's jump right in. Number 1. His shooting decline was caused by an eye disease. During the 2019 season, fans noticed something alarming. Stephen Curry's legendary shooting accuracy was fading. The all-time three-point leader saw his percentages plummet from his career average of 43% down to 36%. Curry kept practicing but saw minimal improvements, when Curry shockingly shot an abysmal 2 of 11 from deep. It was apparent something was wrong physically. After countless tests, Curry received devastating news. He had been playing with an incurable eye disease all season. Curry was diagnosed with keratoconus, a degenerative condition causing vision distortion. His cornea had thinned over time, creating blurry vision and skewing depth perception. For any NBA player, let alone the greatest shooter ever, rapidly declining eyesight was career-threatening. The mysterious fade in Curry's stats was finally explained. After consulting numerous specialists, Curry began wearing customized contact lenses to correct his vision. Almost overnight, the sharpshooter regained his form, setting career highs in three-point percentage in 2021. Curry had his eyesight to thank. The scare was a wake-up call to never take his gift for granted. Number 2. He launched a record label in college. Before he was an NBA superstar, Curry crafted his own unique brand of entertainment as an amateur rapper and record label CEO, all while attending Davidson College. As a college sophomore, Curry co-founded a record label called Lesser Vision Records, or LVRS for short, alongside teammate Bryant Barr. The name LVRS was an ironic ode to Curry and Barr, both majoring in communications and sociology. Curry served as both financer and rapper for LVRS Records under the alias Steph Royale. He laid down verses in upbeat pop rap songs produced by the label, including tracks Jump Shot and Baller, reflecting Steph's emerging hoop stardom at Davidson. LVRS Records managed a small roster of student artists and even received college radio play before folding when Curry went pro. Believe it or not, Stephen Curry really did try and fail to start a rap career before entering the NBA. Though his music dreams fizzled out, the sharpshooting showman was born. Number 3. His mom fined him hundreds per turnover. Throughout the early stages of his career, Stephen Curry's biggest flaw was turnovers. His flashy no-look passes and ambitious ball handling led to endless errant tosses. During his first seasons, the burgeoning superstar averaged over 3 turnovers per game trying overly difficult highlight plays. To curb his risky tendencies, Curry agreed to an incentive scheme with his mom Sonia in 2013. The rules were straightforward. Curry owed his mother $100 out of pocket for every single turnover he committed during games. The direct financial penalty gave Curry added accountability to value each possession. Despite his conscious efforts, Curry's daring style still resulted in countless botched dimes and strips. That single 2013 season saw Sonia rack up $5,200 off Steph's buttery fingers. For all his ankle-breaking moves, his bank account took quite a hit before he perfected the slick dish. But over time, the motivation worked. Curry gradually became the poised floor general we know today. Number 4. He was a three-sport athlete growing up. It's widely known that Stephen Curry didn't just thrive at basketball early on, he flashed elite athletic genes across a variety of sports. Before fully committing to Davidson for basketball, Curry also dominated middle school and high school leagues in football and baseball. His foot speed, hand-eye coordination, and visual tracking translated seamlessly across all sports. Curry starred as a wide receiver on the varsity football squad. He leveraged his agility and change of direction to roast defenders off the line of scrimmage, recording 6 touchdowns his final season. Curry brought that same athletic grace to the baseball diamond playing shortstop. He batted a team-high .654 his sophomore season while swiping bases with top speed. Imagine how decorated Curry's pro career could have been had he pursued football or baseball out of high school. Though he found his destiny with the Davidson Wildcats and beyond, Curry's multi-sport background developed the limitless skill set that changed the NBA forever. Number 5. He's secretly one of the best golfers in the NBA. Known primarily for his mastery on the hardwood, Curry boasts an elite skill set on the green as well. He first picked up golf with his father Dell during childhood and became instantly hooked. The sport oddly mirrors the technical hand-eye refinement of Curry's iconic jumper. Predictably, his budding talent has quietly made him one of the top golfers across the entire NBA. Curry gets out on tour with pros whenever his schedule allows and has recorded stunning rounds against legitimate competition. He once shot a 4-under par 68 at the Ellie Mae Classic on a sponsor exemption. Curry has carded multiple scores in the 70s at other pro-ams. Most NBA players with his 20-plus handicap couldn't dream of keeping pace on a PGA venue. His rapid development and affinity will likely make him a future celebration on tour after retirement. Outside draining deep triples, Steph Curry traversing the fairway is art in motion. Number 6. He changed the rules of the NBA. During the 2015-16 campaign, Stephen Curry submitted arguably the greatest offensive season ever by an NBA player. He became the first unanimous league MVP after shattering his own three-point shooting record, burying an absurd 402 trifectas. That figure was so astronomically high, it forced changes across the entire association, specifically how officials enforced defenses. The NBA had always rewarded sound defensive principles, forcing low shot percentages, not fouling, trusting your teammates. But Curry's range and skills literally broke on-ball pressure and traditional help defense schemes. Defenders couldn't go under screens and play for the ball while giving him daylight to shoot. They also couldn't chase over the top without surrendering 4-on-3 mismatches everywhere else. He bent entire positional groups out of shape. His video game numbers that season convinced the NBA to allow zone defenses to contain his dominance. The league's shift to matchup zones was a direct result of Curry being so overwhelmingly dominant that he forced rule tweaks. A dimension-bending campaign landed Steph in basketball immortality. Number 7. He was in a Burger King commercial with his dad. Before skyrocketing to NBA fame, young Stephen Curry first stepped into the national spotlight alongside his father Dell in a fast food commercial. As a Bucks legend, Dell Curry frequently scored endorsement deals with large corporations. One such contract happened to be promoting Burger King value meals with upcoming star Jason Kidd in the 90s. At the time, Dell made sure to feature his hoops prodigy son in the ad as well. A young Steph made his acting debut in a Burger King spot as a kid begging his dad to go grab some burgers. Looking back, it was incredibly foretelling to see the developing on-camera charisma and comfort under bright lights that Steph would hone for years in the NBA. Steph Curry's first taste of endorsement checks combined his two loves at the same time: slinging whoppers and throwing up jumpers. Number 8. He was undrafted out of high school. It seems unfathomable given his legendary resume, but coming out of Charlotte Christian School, Steph Curry was totally overlooked by every D1 college with a basketball program. Coaches saw his babyface frame standing only 6'0" and 160 pounds soaking wet as too much of a liability. Though he had already canned over 400 threes in high school, powerhouses like Duke saw him as too small and weak to compete in a major conference. Steph didn't let the doubters deter him, committing to mid-major Davidson College in North Carolina, a low-stakes environment where he could develop organically over 4 years. The rest is history. Curry blossomed into the NCAA's leading scorer, boosted Davidson to an Elite 8 appearance, and convinced scouts size limits nobody with ultimate skill. While powerhouses ignored the undersized assassin out of high school, he used that chip on his shoulder all the way to NBA glory. The marksman knows how to shoot, but also how to keep his secrets off the court. These stories give glimpse into his fascinating world beyond the arc. At age 33, Curry continues to shatter not just shooting numbers, but everything we assumed possible from an NBA player. and he still has a few unbelievable chapters left unwritten.